There is something magical about the days leading up to Christmas. On the surface, it looks like a holiday filled with decorations, gifts, and family gatherings. But beneath all of that, there is a deeper, energetic reality unfolding. Christmas isn't just a cultural celebration, it is a portal, a seasonal alignment where collective attention, emotion, and meaning converge to open the quantum field in ways that are rare during the rest of the year. Think about what Christmas represents for billions of people across the planet. It symbolizes renewal, giving, receiving, completion, and rebirth. It is a closing of one cycle and the preparation for the next. In the language of quantum manifestation, this is not just a tradition, it is an energetic invitation. When so many people are vibrating with the same archetypes, hope, gratitude, love, and even the longing for miracles, the field itself becomes more coherent. You can step into this resonance and use it as a shortcut. The Christmas portal is not about religion or belief systems. It is about frequency. The quantum field responds to vibrational signatures, not dogma. When your nervous system tunes into feelings of joy, gratitude, and celebration, the resonance amplifies. Imagine billions of tuning forks all vibrating in harmony across the planet. The frequency of generosity, love, and possibility is stronger during this season than at almost any other time of the year. This is why many people, without even realizing it, experience breakthroughs, reconciliations, or unexpected blessings around Christmas. It isn't random. It is the field reflecting back the energy that is already more available than usual. When you combine this natural surge in resonance with intentional alignment, you create conditions for instant transformation. But here is the problem. Most people miss this portal. Instead of stepping into alignment, they collapse into stress, scarcity, and pressure. They focus on what they don't have, on the gifts they can't afford, on the relationships that feel heavy, on the deadlines that aren't finished. This turns the Christmas portal into a missed opportunity. They unconsciously send out signals of lack instead of signals of wholeness. You don't have to repeat this pattern. You can choose to enter this season as an open channel for quantum manifestation. Think of Christmas as a cosmic alignment, a chance to let go of old timelines and step into new ones. The energy is already swirling. Your only job is to attune to it. And here's the key. You don't do this by forcing anything. You don't need more affirmations, more vision boards, or more frantic rituals. You step into the Christmas portal by allowing yourself to feel what is already here. Feel the generosity, the warmth, the hope, the sense of wonder that naturally surrounds this season. Even if your personal circumstances feel limited, the collective field is overflowing. You can borrow that frequency, tune into it, and let it collapse into your personal timeline. This is the quantum manifestation shortcut. It doesn't require years of study or endless spiritual techniques. It simply requires awareness. Awareness that Christmas is not just a date on the calendar. It is a vibrational window. Awareness that the frequency of love and abundance is magnified, waiting for you to align with it. Imagine yourself walking through a doorway, lit with golden light. On one side, the familiar reality of struggle and waiting. On the other side, the reality where your desires are already seeking you. That doorway is the Christmas portal, and you can step through it at any moment. So as we begin this journey, let me ask you, are you ready to use this season as more than a holiday? Are you ready to step into the frequency of miracles, to align with the field that is already alive with generosity and abundance? If you are, anchor it now. Like this video to lock in the frequency and comment below. I am ready. Let this be your declaration to the universe that you are stepping into the Christmas portal and claiming your transformation before the year ends. For many people, the story of manifestation begins with struggle. They try everything. They collect crystals. They light candles. They repeat affirmations 100 times a day. They buy books, take courses, attend workshops, and spend countless hours visualizing their dream lives. And yet, nothing seems to change. Their external reality looks almost identical year after year, even though they are working harder and harder on the inside. This is one of the great paradoxes of manifestation. The harder you try to manifest, the more your energy begins to send the opposite signal. Every affirmation, every visualization, every ritual, when fueled by desperation, becomes a silent message to the quantum field. I don't have it yet. I am still lacking. Think about it this way: if you were truly certain that your desire was already yours, you would not need to repeat it endlessly. You wouldn't need to push so hard. The very act of trying so much reveals the hidden frequency beneath it, scarcity. And the quantum field doesn't respond to the words you say. It responds to the vibration you embody. This is why many people feel exhausted after years of manifestation techniques. They are trying to fight their own nervous system. On the surface, they are speaking abundance, but in their bodies, in their emotions, they are vibrating with tension, fear, and lack. That's the signal the field is receiving. Let's be honest. Maybe you have been there too. Maybe you've written endless affirmations in a journal, only to feel discouraged when nothing changed. Maybe you visualized your dream house, your dream relationship, or financial freedom so many times that it became frustrating instead of inspiring. You kept waiting for reality to shift, but it never did. This is what I call the struggle of trying. It is when manifestation turns into effort, stress, and pressure instead of alignment, ease, and flow. And it is the number one reason why most people give up on quantum manifestation. They conclude, it doesn't work. But the truth is that it always works. It just mirrors back the frequency you are actually embodying, not the one you wish you were. The Christmas season amplifies this struggle for many people. Instead of feeling the joy and wonder of the season, they feel pressure to buy gifts, pressure to impress family, pressure to look successful at the end of the year. They look around and compare themselves to others. They say, why don't I have what I want yet? Why does my life look the same as last year? But here's the hidden gift in this struggle. It reveals the exact frequency you are living in. When you feel stress, lack, or frustration, you are being shown your current vibration, and awareness is the first step toward change. You don't need to condemn yourself for trying. Every effort you've made until now has simply shown you that the path of struggle is not the path of manifestation. The field doesn't ask you to work harder, it asks you to align deeper. So if you have been exhausting yourself with rituals, let this be your sign to stop. Let this Christmas be the moment you choose a different path. Instead of asking, what else do I need to do? Begin asking, who do I need to become? Instead of trying to force the universe into giving you something, begin allowing the universe to reflect back what you already are. This is the great turning point. The realization that effort doesn't equal manifestation. Alignment does. And once you step into alignment, things can shift instantly. Not because you worked harder, but because you finally stopped resisting. So here's the practice for this chapter. Take a breath, let your shoulders drop, and release the pressure. Comment below, no more forcing, as your declaration. This simple act tells the field that you are done with struggle. You are ready to leave the vibration of lack behind and step into the vibration of wholeness. Because the truth is this, the universe has never been holding your desires back from you. It has simply been mirroring back the frequency you've been broadcasting. Change the frequency and everything changes. Every great transformation has a breaking point, a moment when the constant effort, the endless rituals, and the heavy pressure finally collapse under their own weight. For some, this happens in silence, in the middle of the night, when they are too tired to keep pushing. For others, it happens after yet another disappointment, when the dream feels further away than ever before. And then, something unexpected takes place. Surrender. Surrender is not defeat. It is not giving up on your desires. It is releasing the desperate need to control the how, the when, and the where. It is allowing the field to do what it has always done. Mirror your true frequency. And paradoxically, it is at the exact moment of surrender that the quantum field responds most powerfully. Think of the man in the story you heard earlier. He tried for years. He did everything right. He followed every method. Yet nothing changed. It was only when he stopped, when he sat quietly in his car with no energy left to try, that the breakthrough came. At the point of letting go, his consciousness opened to a deeper truth. Manifestation isn't something you force. It's something you allow. This moment of surrender is like dropping a heavy weight you've been carrying for years. Your nervous system, which has been tense and activated in survival mode, finally exhales. And in that exhale, you become magnetic, because the field does not respond to your words or your forced intentions. It responds to your state of being, and a surrendered nervous system broadcasts a frequency of trust, of openness, of readiness. Surrender feels different than struggle. Struggle is filled with tension, anxiety, and urgency. Surrender feels like release, ease, and safety, and this is the state where miracles appear. This is why so many people report that their manifestations came when they weren't even trying. The truth is, they had finally stopped interfering. Now imagine what this could mean for you right now, in this Christmas season. Instead of pressuring yourself to manifest before the year ends, you could release the struggle and step into surrender. You could treat this season as an energetic reset, a chance to unclench your nervous system and let the quantum field do what it already knows how to do. Bring your desires into form. Surrender does not mean passivity. It doesn't mean doing nothing and hoping for the best. It means embodying the feeling of already having. It means aligning with trust instead of control. It means showing up to life as if what you desire is already unfolding, because in the field, it already is. Think of it like tuning into a radio station. You don't force the station to broadcast the music you want. You simply relax and turn the dial until the signal is clear. Surrender is turning the dial. It is finding the frequency of already having, already being, and then resting in it. This is your shortcut. Surrender. Not years of rituals, not mountains of effort, just a nervous system that feels safe enough to release control. Just a body that can rest in the knowing, what I want is already mine. So here's your activation for this chapter. Take a breath and imagine the weight of struggle sliding off your shoulders. Let your chest open, your jaw unclench, and your body soften. This is the frequency of surrender. And if you are ready to live from this frequency, don't just think about it, anchor it right now. Subscribe to this channel so you can stay in resonance with this energy. Each new video is another reminder, another alignment, another opportunity to keep your nervous system tuned to the vibration of surrender and trust. Because the more you surround yourself with this field, the easier it becomes to embody it. You don't have to do this alone. Let this be your moment of surrender. And let subscribing be your declaration. I am done forcing. I am ready to allow. One of the greatest misunderstandings about manifestation is the way we interpret desire. From childhood, we are conditioned to believe that wanting something means we don't have it. Desire is seen as evidence of lack, as a painful reminder of what is missing in our lives. This conditioning is so strong that most people can't feel desire without also feeling separation, frustration, and disappointment. But in the quantum field, desire carries a completely different meaning. Desire is not proof of absence. Desire is proof of presence. It is the undeniable signal that what you want is already alive in the field, already vibrating, already entangled with you. If it weren't, you wouldn't feel the desire at all. Think about it. Every possibility that has ever existed or could exist is already present in the infinite field of potential. Out of all those infinite possibilities, why do certain desires arise within you? Why do you feel a longing for love, or abundance, or freedom, or creative expression? These are not random wishes. They are signals. They are the universe revealing which possibilities are ready to move into form through you. When you feel desire, you are not looking at an empty space. You are looking at a door that is already opening. The pull you feel is the pull of resonance, the vibration of something that is already yours, calling you into alignment with it. This changes everything. Instead of treating desire as proof that you are lacking, you begin to treat it as evidence that the manifestation is near. Instead of feeling discouraged when you want something, you feel encouraged, because the very fact that you can feel the desire means the frequency is active. It means the possibility already exists, waiting for you to step into it. Imagine standing on the edge of a vast ocean. The waves stretch endlessly beyond the horizon. When you feel a desire, it is like one of those waves rising toward you. It isn't proof that the ocean is empty. It is proof that the ocean is alive, moving, and sending you what is already there. But here's the challenge. Your nervous system has been trained to associate desire with separation. So when you feel desire, your body reacts with tension. Your shoulders tighten, your chest closes, your stomach fills with anxiety. This is the learned reflex of lack. It is your body remembering the story that wanting means not having. To shift into the quantum truth, you must retrain your nervous system. You must begin to feel desire as a friend, not an enemy. As a signal of wholeness, not separation. As a reminder of what is coming, not proof of what is missing. This shift is not intellectual, it is experiential. It is something you feel in your body. The next time you sense a strong desire, pause and notice what happens. Does your body tighten? Do you feel urgency or anxiety? If so, recognize that this is just conditioning, not truth. Take a breath, release the tension, and remind yourself, desire is proof that this is already mine. When you practice this enough, your entire relationship with desire changes. Instead of fearing it, you welcome it. Instead of avoiding it, you embrace it. Desire becomes a sacred signal from the universe, a clear message that the field is ready to deliver. This is especially important during the Christmas season. Collective energy amplifies our desires. The sense of giving, receiving, and dreaming awakens desires that may have been quiet during the rest of the year. Many people feel an ache around Christmas, a longing for deeper love, for more abundance, for healing, for joy. That longing is not a punishment. It is a doorway. When you learn to interpret desire correctly, the ache itself becomes a gift. It is the feeling of the future vibrating inside you. It is the first movement of manifestation, already alive, already in motion. Desire is not a wound. It is an invitation. It is the universe whispering, "This is ready for you now." If desire is proof of what is already ready for you, then why do so many people still feel blocked? Why do they write affirmations, visualize their dream life, and hold on to their desires, yet watch nothing shift in their reality? The answer lies in what I call the frequency trap. The frequency trap is the invisible loop that keeps people working harder while staying stuck in the same vibrational signature. It is what happens when your mind speaks abundance, but your body vibrates scarcity. When your words say, "I am wealthy," but your nervous system is still carrying the memory of financial struggle. When your lips say, "I am loved," but your body still holds the ache of loneliness. The quantum field is not fooled by words. It doesn't respond to the affirmations you repeat. It doesn't even respond to the pictures you try to hold in your mind. The field responds to frequency, and your frequency is set not by your thoughts, but by your emotions, your beliefs, and most importantly, the state of your nervous system. Imagine a guitar. You can think about the strings vibrating at a different tone all day long, but until you change the actual tension in the strings, the sound will not change. Your nervous system works in the same way. If it is tense, anxious, and wired for lack, then no matter how many times you speak affirmations of abundance, the sound you are broadcasting to the field is still scarcity. This is why manifestation feels so frustrating for many people. They think they are doing everything right. They are visualizing, writing, and speaking in the language of abundance. But deep down, their body is vibrating with fear. The tension in their chest, the tightness in their stomach, the pressure in their shoulders, all of it is broadcasting a frequency that says, "I don't have it yet. I am not safe until I do." The frequency trap is subtle because it tricks you into believing that effort equals alignment. You tell yourself, "If I do more rituals, if I repeat my affirmations longer, if I focus harder, then it will finally work." But what you are really doing is layering more effort on top of the same old vibration. The truth is simple. The field is neutral and precise. It mirrors back the energy you are actually embodying, not the energy you are pretending to hold. This is why two people can use the same affirmation or visualization, but one experiences instant results while the other sees nothing. The difference is not in the technique, but in the frequency. Now let's connect this to the Christmas portal. During this season, The field is already vibrating with heightened energy, generosity, hope, love, and miracles. But if you're stuck in the frequency trap, you won't notice it. Instead, you'll see what you lack. You'll look at the gifts you can't buy, the love you don't feel, the life you wish you had, and your nervous system will send out the same old vibration of scarcity. But here's the breakthrough. Awareness is the key to escaping the frequency trap. Once you notice that your body is tense, that your desire is mixed with anxiety, you can pause, you can breathe, you can soften, you can begin to align not with the story of lack, but with the energy of already having. The simplest way to shift is through the body. Drop your shoulders, breathe into your belly. Let yourself remember one small thing you already have that makes you feel abundant. It could be the warmth of your bed, the safety of a roof over your head, the love of a pet, or even the miracle of breath itself. When you let that feeling expand, your nervous system relaxes, and the frequency begins to shift. This is the work that truly matters in manifestation. Not the repetition of words, but the recalibration of your nervous system. Not the effort of forcing, but the ease of aligning. Because when your body feels safe, the vibration of abundance becomes natural, and when it becomes natural, the field responds instantly. This is why we call it a shortcut, because you don't need more techniques, you don't need more hours of effort, you simply need to step out of the frequency trap and into coherence. And coherence is just another word for resonance. The state where what you feel, what you believe, and what you desire are finally singing the same song. So if you are starting to see yourself in this truth, if you've been caught in the loop of trying harder while staying stuck, let this be your wake-up call. You don't need to fight harder. You need to feel safer. You don't need to affirm more. You need to allow more. And right now, in this season of amplified energy, you have the perfect opportunity to do just that. The field is already vibrating with the frequency of miracles. All you have to do is relax enough to let yourself match it. Take a deep breath, soften your body, and anchor this truth right now. Like this video to lock in the frequency and to declare to the field, I am done with struggle. I choose resonance. Because when you step out of the frequency trap, manifestation stops being a distant hope. It becomes your lived reality, instantly, effortlessly, and beautifully. For centuries, people have searched for the secret key to manifestation. They have built rituals, practiced affirmations, and created systems that promise results if you just do them long enough. But in truth, the quantum shortcut is far simpler than most people imagine. It isn't about doing more, it's about aligning more. The field doesn't respond to effort, it responds to frequency. That means the fastest way to change your reality is not through endless repetition, but through coherence. When your body, your mind, and your heart are tuned to the same vibration. Think of it like a radio. If you want to hear a certain station, you don't build a bigger antenna or shout at the radio. You simply turn the dial until the frequency is clear. The station was always broadcasting. You just needed to align with it. The quantum field works the same way. Everything you could ever want, abundance, love, health, joy, is already broadcasting its frequency. The shortcut is learning how to tune yourself to it. So how do you do that? Not by forcing your mind to believe something it doesn't, but by teaching your nervous system to feel safe in the vibration of already having. If your desire is abundance, the shortcut is to feel the security of having enough right now. If your desire is love, the shortcut is to feel connection and appreciation in the relationships you already have. If your desire is health, the shortcut is to feel vitality in the parts of your body that are already strong. When you do this, something powerful happens. Your body relaxes, your frequency shifts, and the field responds immediately. The universe doesn't wait years to deliver. It mirrors your vibration in the now. This is why some people experience what feels like instant miracles. They simply found the shortcut, alignment instead of effort, coherence instead of contradiction. And right now, during the Christmas season, this shortcut is even more powerful. The collective energy is already vibrating with generosity, giving, receiving, and miracles. The field is magnified. This means that any alignment you step into now amplifies faster. You can leap into resonance with your desires more quickly than at almost any other time of the year. The shortcut is not about chasing your desires. It's about embodying them. Not about trying to become worthy, but about remembering that you already are. Not about pulling the future toward you, but about realizing it is already here, waiting for you to tune in. So if you are ready to take this shortcut, make your declaration now. Anchor your frequency in the field by leaving this simple but powerful statement below. I am ready. Say it, write it, and feel it. Let it be your signal to the universe that you are stepping into alignment, choosing resonance, and claiming your transformation before Christmas. There is a simple truth at the heart of the quantum field. Like frequencies find each other. Resonance is the invisible law that binds the universe together. It is why a struck tuning fork makes another one across the room begin to hum, even without being touched. It is why two pendulums, swinging on the same wall, will eventually fall into rhythm with each other. Resonance is not forced, it is natural, and it is the same principle that determines which reality you experience. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every belief you carry sends out a vibrational frequency. The quantum field does not filter, judge, or discriminate. It simply reflects. When you vibrate at the frequency of fear, you experience timelines of fear. When you vibrate at the frequency of love, you experience timelines of love. When you vibrate at the frequency of abundance, you attract experiences of abundance. Resonance explains why two people can stand in the same room, face the same opportunities, and yet live entirely different lives. One is radiating scarcity, and the world mirrors back limitation. The other is radiating wholeness, and the world mirrors back expansion. The field doesn't choose between them, it simply amplifies what is already there. But resonance is only part of the story. To understand the full power of manifestation, you need to grasp the concept of entanglement. In quantum physics, when two particles become entangled, they remain mysteriously connected, no matter how far apart they travel. If you affect one particle, the other responds instantly, even across galaxies. They are no longer separate entities, but one unified system. This isn't just science. It is a mirror of how consciousness works. You and your desires are entangled. They are not distant objects waiting for you to chase them down. They are bound to you, woven into your field. When you shift your frequency, the entanglement ensures that your desires shift with you. They cannot not respond because they are not separate from you. Think about what this means for your life. The love you seek is already entangled with you. The abundance you desire is already connected. The health, the freedom, the purpose, all of it exists in resonance with you right now. Your work is not to run after these things, but to relax into the entanglement, to allow the natural pull to bring them into form. The Christmas season amplifies this principle. Families, friends, entire communities are vibrating together in shared rituals of giving, gratitude, and connection. Even if not everyone experiences it consciously, the field becomes more coherent. The collective resonance makes it easier for you to feel love, easier to step into gratitude, easier to embody abundance. And as you do, your entangled desires align with that vibration and move closer to you. This is why it feels like miracles are in the air at Christmas. It's not just sentimentality, it's physics. The field is charged with collective resonance, and your entangled desires respond more quickly when you step into it. But here is the challenge. Resonance works both ways. If you surround yourself with stress, comparison, and scarcity during this season, those frequencies amplify too. That's why awareness is crucial. You must choose what to resonate with. You must decide which vibrations you will align to, because those are the ones your entangled desires will follow. So ask yourself, what do you want to resonate with before Christmas? Fear or trust? Scarcity or abundance? Separation or love? Whatever you choose, the field will reflect it, and your desires will entangle with it. This brings us to a powerful realization. Manifestation is not something you do alone. Because resonance is collective and entanglement is universal, your frequency doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone connected to you. When you align with abundance, you don't only call it into your life, you make it easier for others to access. When you embody love, you create ripples of connection that touch lives you may never meet. This is why sharing matters. Every time you share an insight, a practice, or even this video, you amplify resonance. You spread the frequency further, strengthening the field for yourself and for others. So if this truth of resonance and entanglement is speaking to you, don't hold it to yourself. Share this video with someone you are connected to. You might just be the tuning fork that helps them align. You might be the entangled signal that pulls their desires closer. And in doing so, you strengthen your own alignment, because resonance always flows in both directions. Remember, you are never separate from what you want. You are entangled, you are resonant, and when you step into alignment, the universe cannot help but respond. Not because you forced it, not because you earned it, but because that is the way resonance and entanglement work. It is law. It is truth. It is the shortcut that makes manifestation not only possible, but inevitable. At this point, you understand that manifestation is not about effort, but about alignment. You know that resonance pulls matching frequencies together, and that entanglement ensures you are never separate from your desires. But there is one more piece, one that explains why so many people, even after hearing these truths, still feel blocked. That piece is the nervous system. Your nervous system is the broadcasting tower of your vibration. It is constantly sending out signals to the quantum field, signals that go deeper than thoughts and louder than words. It communicates through safety or threat, openness or contraction, trust or fear. And here's the truth most teachings ignore. If your nervous system doesn't feel safe having what you want, it will unconsciously block it from arriving. Imagine someone who desires abundance. They repeat affirmations of wealth. They visualize money flowing in. They even feel excited about the idea. But deep inside their body, their nervous system associates money with stress. Maybe they grew up hearing arguments about bills, or saw money connected with greed, betrayal, or loss. On a subconscious level, their system believes money is dangerous. And because the nervous system's job is to protect survival, it will reject or sabotage abundance to keep them safe in scarcity. The same happens with love. Someone might desperately want a relationship, but if their nervous system connects intimacy with heartbreak, abandonment, or rejection, then love feels unsafe. They will unconsciously push it away, even while consciously praying for it. Success works the same way. If your nervous system links visibility with criticism or responsibility with overwhelm, then opportunities may arise, but you will feel paralyzed or sabotaged when they do. Not because you don't deserve them, but because your system doesn't feel safe receiving them. This is why affirmations and positive thinking often fail. They try to reprogram the mind, but the deeper broadcast comes from the body. The field listens to your nervous system more than it listens to your words. So how do you change this? You don't force safety. You cultivate it. You begin gently teaching your body that it is safe to have what you desire. You show your nervous system that love does not equal danger, that abundance does not equal betrayal, that success does not equal burnout. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through what I call embodiment rehearsal. Instead of just visualizing your desire, you practice being the version of yourself who already has it. Not as fantasy, but as nervous system training. Ask yourself, how would I move through my day if I already had the abundance I want? How would I breathe, speak, and walk if I already felt deeply loved? How would I treat myself if I already felt confident and successful? Then, live into those answers in small ways. Breathe slower, sit taller, speak with more warmth. Notice the emotions that arise when you do this. Sometimes you will feel resistance. Maybe a voice says, "You're being greedy," or "You don't deserve this." That resistance is gold. It is your nervous system revealing where safety is missing. Each time you notice it, you have the chance to rewire it, to teach your body a new association. The Christmas season is a powerful time to do this work, because the collective field is already vibrating with giving, receiving, joy, and generosity. Your nervous system is more receptive. It is easier to feel safe in abundance when you are surrounded by symbols of plenty. It is easier to feel safe in love when traditions highlight connection and family. The collective resonance supports your individual rewiring, but awareness is still required. Many people unconsciously fall into holiday stress instead of holiday safety. They pressure themselves financially, emotionally, and socially, and their nervous systems tighten. That's why you must make a conscious choice. I will let this season be safe for me. I will breathe into the joy, lean into the love, and allow myself to feel worthy of receiving. When your nervous system feels safe, everything changes. Manifestations that once seemed impossible begin to flow with ease. Opportunities that used to trigger fear suddenly feel exciting. Love that once felt threatening feels natural. Abundance that once seemed overwhelming feels normal. Because the truth is, the field doesn't deliver based on your effort. It delivers based on what feels familiar and safe. So here is your activation for this chapter. Take a slow breath, let your shoulders relax, and whisper these words. I am safe to receive. Type it in the comments right now as your declaration to the field. I am safe to receive. This isn't just a phrase, it is a signal. It tells your nervous system that expansion is no longer dangerous, that receiving is no longer threatening, that growth is no longer unsafe. It tells the field that you are open, ready, and willing to let in what has always been waiting for you. Remember, manifestation is not just about asking, it is about receiving, and receiving requires safety. Teach your body that it is safe to hold more love, more abundance, more success, and more joy, and watch how quickly the field responds. Because the truth is, your desires have been waiting for you. They are already entangled with you. The only question is, will your nervous system allow them in? There comes a point in every manifestation journey where you must ask yourself a profound question. Am I still wanting, or am I being? Wanting is where most people live. Wanting feels familiar because it is what we were trained to do. From childhood, desire was tied to absence. We were told, if you want it, it means you don't have it. If you don't have it, you must work harder, prove yourself, and earn it. This conditioning created a loop. The more you want, the more you feel lack. The more you feel lack, the more you want. But the truth of the quantum field is that wanting and being are two entirely different frequencies. Wanting broadcasts separation. Being broadcasts union. Wanting says, it's not here yet. Being says, it has always been here. Wanting creates tension. Being creates coherence. The shift from wanting to being is the real quantum leap. It is the moment when manifestation stops being something external you chase and starts being the natural expression of who you are. Think of a tuning fork again. A fork doesn't try to vibrate at a certain frequency. It simply vibrates because that is its nature. In the same way, when you embody being, you stop trying to attract abundance, love, or health. You simply radiate them, and the field responds effortlessly. This shift requires identity work, not effort. Because the truth is, the field doesn't give you what you want. It reflects who you believe yourself to be. If you still identify as someone trying to manifest, then the field will mirror back more trying. But if you step into the identity of someone who is abundance, who is love, who is wholeness, then the field has no choice but to reflect that. So how do you make this shift? The first step is to notice how much of your life is fueled by wanting. How often do you wake up thinking about what is missing? How often do you look at your desires as distant goals instead of present truths? This awareness alone reveals the gap. The second step is to begin experimenting with being, not pretending, not forcing, but gently inhabiting the state of already having. If you desire love, ask, how would I feel if I already had it? Then begin to breathe that feeling into your body. If you desire abundance, ask, how would I carry myself if I already felt secure and free? Then let your posture shift. If you desire health, ask, how would I treat myself if vitality was already my state? Then act accordingly. These small adjustments begin to teach your nervous system that being is safe. Over time, they rewire your identity. And as your identity shifts, your frequency shifts, and the field mirrors back the new version of you. This is why people often say, when I stopped chasing it, it finally came. The moment they dropped from wanting into being, the field responded instantly. Not because the desire suddenly became available, but because their identity finally matched it. Christmas is a perfect metaphor for this shift. Think about it. The holiday is not just about waiting for gifts. It's about embodying the spirit of generosity, love, and joy before the gifts even arrive. Children believe in magic not because they see the evidence first, but because their identity is tuned to wonder. They are being the frequency of trust. And in that frequency, the gifts always show up. You are invited to approach your desires in the same way, to stop asking, when will it come, and start saying, it is already here because I am already it. To stop living in the vibration of longing and start living in the vibration of fulfillment. This doesn't mean you stop desiring. Desire is natural and beautiful. But instead of using desire as evidence of lack, you begin to use it as a reminder of being. You say, if I can feel this desire, it is because it already exists within me. You merge with it, embody it, and let it become your state of being. From this place, manifestation is no longer a practice you do. It is simply who you are. Love flows because you are love. Abundance arrives because you are abundance. Success expresses itself because you are already living as success. The universe stops being something you try to persuade and becomes something that recognizes itself in you. This is the essence of the quantum shortcut. Not trying harder, not chasing longer, not waiting endlessly, but shifting your identity from wanting to being. And as you step into this frequency, you begin to notice something extraordinary. Life feels lighter. Reality responds faster. Opportunities seem to appear without effort. People begin to mirror back your new state. It's not because anything outside of you suddenly changed. It's because you changed. You tuned yourself into the timeline where it was already true. So take this in. The distance between wanting and being is the only distance that has ever existed. The moment you collapse that gap, everything else collapses too. Separation ends, struggle ends, waiting ends, and being begins. We have arrived at the final step of this journey. You've seen how Christmas is not just a holiday, but a portal. A moment when the collective energy of the planet amplifies the vibration of miracles. You've seen the struggle of trying, the endless cycle of effort and lack, and how surrender opens the door to real transformation. You've discovered that desire is not proof of absence, but proof of presence, that the frequency trap keeps so many stuck in scarcity, and that the true shortcut is found in coherence and alignment. We explored resonance and entanglement, where you and your desires are never separate, only waiting for you to vibrate in harmony. We uncovered the importance of nervous system safety, showing that until your body feels safe to receive, the field will not deliver. And finally, we made the most profound leap of all, from wanting to being, from chasing a dream outside of yourself to realizing you are already living as the frequency of everything you've ever desired. Now, here at the threshold of Christmas comes the invitation, your quantum shift. Every year, December feels like both an ending and a beginning. The past 12 months are closing, but the future is opening. And in this small window, the field becomes flexible. Timelines bend. Possibilities rearrange themselves. You can collapse into the version of yourself that is already whole, already abundant, already loved, already free. This is your Christmas gift, not wrapped in paper and bows, but woven into the fabric of consciousness itself. The field is alive right now, vibrating with generosity, miracles, and new beginnings, and it is waiting for you to claim your place within it. The truth is simple. The only thing between you and the life you want is your alignment. Not time, not effort, not worthiness, only frequency. The moment you embody being instead of wanting, you step into resonance with your desires. And in resonance, reality shifts instantly. But here's the thing, alignment isn't something you do once. It is something you anchor. The more you surround yourself with this frequency, the stronger it becomes. The more you practice it, the more natural it feels. That's why this isn't just a video. It's an activation, a doorway, a chance to lock in the vibration of transformation before Christmas arrives. So right now, take a deep breath and feel into the possibility that your life could look completely different just weeks from now. Imagine stepping into Christmas morning already embodying abundance, already radiating love, already vibrating with wholeness. Imagine how different the year ahead will look if you enter it from that state. Now, I need to speak to you directly. If this message has touched you, if it has awakened something inside of you, if you feel that deep resonance in your chest, then I want to ask, no, I want to implore you. Help me keep sharing this truth. This channel is not backed by corporations, not funded by sponsors. It grows only through the energy of this community, through people like you who believe in spreading this frequency. Every like, every comment, every subscription is not just a number. It is energy. It tells the YouTube field, this message matters. It tells the algorithm, show this truth to more people. So here's what I'm asking. From my heart, like this video right now, not just as a click, but as an anchor. Let it be your way of saying to the field, I lock in this frequency. Comment below, I am ready. Let it be your Christmas declaration, your vibrational signature, your way of saying, I am stepping into my new reality before this year ends. Subscribe to this channel because one video can shift you, but staying in resonance requires consistency. Every new upload is another reminder, another activation, another chance to align. If you want to truly live in this frequency, surround yourself with it. Subscribing is your way of staying plugged into the field. And finally, share this video. Share it with one person who needs this message. Think about someone in your life who has been struggling, who feels stuck, who secretly longs for a miracle before the year ends. Send them this video as a gift. When you do, you're not just helping them, you're amplifying the field. You're strengthening the resonance for all of us. I know it's easy to scroll past CTAS. I know you've heard like, comment, and subscribe 1,000 times. But here, it's different. Here, those actions are not just about the channel. They are about the field we are building together. The algorithm is energy. When you engage, it expands the reach of this message. When you comment, you anchor the vibration not just for yourself, but for everyone reading. When you subscribe, you strengthen the coherence of this community. When you share, you ripple this energy into places you may never see. This is how we shift reality together. Not through isolation, but through resonance. Not through silence, but through amplification. So I am asking you, sincerely, passionately, help me grow this channel. Help me keep spreading these messages. Help me reach the souls who are ready but haven't yet found this frequency. This Christmas, you don't need to wait for a miracle. You don't need to hope for a sign. The miracle is already here. The sign is already inside you. The question is only this: will you step into it? The quantum field is alive. Your desires are entangled with you. The resonance of love, abundance, and wholeness is already vibrating around you. All you have to do is say yes. All you have to do is align. So let this be your declaration, your action, your Christmas quantum shift. Like this video, comment, I am ready. Subscribe to stay in resonance. Share this with someone who needs a miracle. Do it now. Don't wait. Anchor the frequency. Amplify the field. Become part of the resonance that will carry us all into a new year filled with miracles. Because this isn't just about you. It's about us. It's about the collective field. It's about showing the universe. Together, we are ready. And when enough of us say yes, when enough of us align, the shift becomes unstoppable. This is your moment. This is your Christmas quantum shift.